Hi there guys, and welcome back to my channel. So if you didn't already know, then for the month of February I am uploading 5 days per week. That is Tuesday to Saturday, so there is a lot of videos on my channel right now, so if you don't want to miss out on those, then please remember to hit the subscribe button down below. Yeah, this video is something that it's completely different to anything I've ever done before. So you'll have never seen anything like this on my channel, and it's just a video that's so important, and I don't think there's a lot of people online talking about it. So I thought, because I have had a very recent experience with this, that I would let you know my experiences and in general just shed some light on this topic. But if you didn't already know, which I'm sure you do from the title of this video, I'm going to be talking about cervical screening, otherwise known as a smear test. So we're talking all things vagina. This is something I would really have liked a video to have been made on, so that I could watch and gather information before I went for my first one. And yeah, without further ado, I am going to just get started with this video. Okay, so first of all, I'm just going to give you a little bit of background on smear tests. Basically, a smear test is just a screening of the cervix, and the aim of it is to detect any abnormalities and to eventually or potentially prevent cervical cancer. So it is available now. All the information I'm giving you is based on my experiences within the UK. I understand that all countries have different rules or different procedures, so this is based on me living in the UK. There's mixed age sort of expectations for receiving a cervical screening. So in Glasgow, you, from the age of 18, you have one done every 3 years. Now, I have seen on the NHS website that it says that it's from the age of 25. However, I do think that it has been very recent that they have changed it to 18, and that's awesome because it just means that you have that peace of mind at the age of 18, and you can continuously, every 3 years, just go back and have a little check-up and make sure that nothing's changed, and it just gives you that peace of mind and sort of stops any worrying. So I am 23, and at the age of 18 I went for my first smear test. Now, I am the biggest scaredy cat there is. Like, I'm scared of everything. I'm scared of needles, doctors, dentists, anything, you name it, I'm probably scared of it. So at the age of 18 I put it off for a couple of months because I was like, oh, I can't do this. Like, I couldn't bring myself to book the appointment. And then I'm pretty sure I booked it and I postponed it a couple of times, and then eventually, because I'm also a worrier, and by worrier I mean like I worry about things, not like warrior, no, worrier. So I'm a worrier, and I started to, you know, that way you convince yourself when you don't feel well, you start to go, oh my god, and you Google the symptoms, and then all of a sudden you're dying. So that's what I was doing, and I thought, just go get this done, and it gives you peace of mind, and I can stop worrying for another couple of years. And yeah, so eventually I went to get it done. Now, I had been told by my mother that it's very painful, so I was shitting myself. There's no other word for it. So of course, that tying in with how I already felt, and then googling what people, you know, how painful is it to have a smear test done, and getting all these answers on Google. Oh my god, it's so painful, it's the worst experience of your life, you're not going to be able to cope with it, you're going to cry, all of this. And I'm like, oh no. I went for it anyway. So after a long time postponing it, eventually went for it, had it done. I remember going in, the nurses, it's generally a nurse that performs the procedure, so I went in, the nurse was very nice, they talk you through what's going to happen. They explain that it's very quick and that it's nothing to sort of build yourself up about. They're aware that, you know, anybody who's going for their first procedure or their first test is going to be nervous. They're not going to know what to expect. So generally, nurses will be very comforting and very understanding because they've been in your situation before, no doubt. Had it done, I'm not going to talk through the procedure because there are loads of videos on the internet of how it actually is done, but I just wanted to film this because I wanted to let people know who are worrying about it that it's honestly not what you think it's going to be. I had it done the first time and it was like, of course you know something's there, like you can it's like someone touching your skin, you know that someone's touching it, but it's not painful. So, and I had, apparently my cervix is like on its side, so it took a little bit longer, so it was a little bit more uncomfortable, but it wasn't painful, so like don't be worried about it. I think it takes roughly about 3 to 4 weeks for the results to come back. So when the results came back, when I was 18 and my first set of results came back, it said, look, there is some abnormalities and we'd like to check this again in 3 to 6 months. It may be nothing, you know, they might just have found a little infection, so don't worry about it, but come back, rather than coming back in 3 years, just come back in 6 months and we'll check to make sure that it's nothing serious. So that was fine. 6 months passed, I went back, had it done again, same sort of procedure, there was no pain, and then it came back saying, yeah, you're fine, it was nothing to worry about and you're clear. So come back again in 6 months, just because you've had the issue with the abnormalities, we want to check on that again in 6 months. Then that's when I didn't go back. So you know, life happens, and I know a lot of the people who are due to go it's not necessarily maybe fear that makes them not go, but you know, we're busy and sometimes we don't sort of realise the importance of getting something like this done. So again, I didn't go back, and today was actually, so that'll have been, it's been 3 years since I've last been, and I went back today. And of course you've still got that little bit of nerves, which is totally natural, and everyone's going to feel the same way. So you've got that little bit of nerves, but I went in and I said, the woman asked me straight away, okay, so you're here for your smear test, are you a bit nervous? And I was like, yeah. Even if you're not nervous, I would probably just say that you're nervous, because then they know to sort of talk you through what they're doing. I love when someone is explaining it, so when they go, okay, that's fine, you're nervous, totally normal, and they normalise it, and then they say, this is what we're going to do, it'll take 2 minutes, and then when the woman is doing the test, she was talking to me and she was like, you're doing so well, well done, and I was like, oh yeah. It makes you feel much more relaxed, and knowing that you're going in and knowing that the woman that's doing, the nurse that's doing these procedures has probably done another 20 that day, you know, this is what she does as a job. So don't be embarrassed. I know that some people say that they're embarrassed to sort of have their noon out to the world, but I mean, it's probably nothing special, it's nothing that she's not seen before, so try not let that be an issue. This morning before I went for the test, I was sitting debating whether to cancel and postpone it, and I thought, just do it. Again, it'll give you peace of mind, and hopefully when I get the results back in 3 to 4 weeks, they'll be fine, hopefully, fingers crossed, and then you don't have to, it's not something you have to go through like once a month, you know. There's quite a period of time in between where you're not having to have it done, and it can save your life. So for that, honestly, like the time I was in the room, so being in the room, speaking to the nurse, getting undressed, getting dressed, having the procedure done, the whole thing in total took no more than 10 minutes. So the actual thing itself took about 1 minute. 1 minute 30 seconds or something like that. It's so quick, and it can save your life. The statistics show that around 3,000 cases of cervical cancer are diagnosed each year. So it's so important to have these tests done because they can prevent so many of these cases from being terminal. And I just hope that, I know I'm not a medical expert, I don't know all the terminology, but I feel like from girl to girl, I hope that I can bring you some sort of normality and just giving you my real experience from this, and hopefully I can encourage any of you who have been putting it off, and maybe it's not down to fear, maybe it's down to can't be bothered, you've not really seen the importance of it, or maybe it is that your friends have told you horror stories. Then please, my motto to live by is it's never as bad as what you think it's going to be, and that applies to most things in life. If I can help even one person to just go for their appointment, then I'm happy with that. So yeah, I am going to have another video up tomorrow, guys. It's going to be probably something more like my usual videos, but if you do like this video and you want me to film other videos about my experiences of anything, like even like taboo subjects, then give this video a big thumbs up, and I will leave the links to the NHS website down below, and if I find any other websites that have really useful information, then I'll also leave links to them down below so that you can check them out for actual proper terminology. So yeah, thanks very much guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Mwah.